Hi everyone, it's great to see you. It's November 1st here in Zone 6B, and last night we had our first light frost, which you can tell from the sweet potato vine that was enough to knock it out. But you know, for a lot of plants, they still keep going a little bit longer than that. I'm seeing online a lot of people who are asking, what should we be doing with our Macrophylla hydrangea right now? And the Macrophylla hydrangea, of course, are those that get those big, beautiful pink and blue blossoms. And we all want to take really good care of them and protect them. So here's what you need to be doing right now for your Macrophylla hydrangea. Nothing. So it seems like as good plant caregivers, we should be doing something for them. But the truth is, now is not the dangerous time for your Macrophylla hydrangea. That's in the spring when you get a late frost. Right now, we want our Macrophylla hydrangea to be going dormant. And to do that, they have to lose their leaves and have that period of cold. So here I have two of mine in pots. These pots will come into the shed, but I don't move mine into the shed until December 1st. By that time, all these leaves will have fallen off. Now, don't go and cut the leaves off earlier than they fall off, though. That's not helping your hydrangea. We want them to be getting the energy that they can still from the sun, and they're still photosynthesizing away here. So some of yours probably look like this. These still look really pretty good. We have a lot of green growth. I have some of my aged blossoms on here. In the next month, these are going to turn brown and fall off. Now, if you look really closely, you can see the little buds in between here, and this is the growth for next year that we so carefully want to protect. But for now, don't do anything. Now, some of your hydrangeas, still macrophyllas, but different varieties, might look a little further on in the process. Let me show you some of my other kinds. So here we have After Midnight, which is another type of hydrangea that I grow. This one directly in the ground. You can tell that we're pretty much spent for our blossoms, so I could go through and just clip off these if I wanted to. But really, this particular hydrangea is much farther along. It started to defoliate. You can tell the leaves are looking a lot more aged. So this one probably will lose its leaves before my other ones. That's fine. We still want it to go into that period of dormancy. Some people like to cover hydrangeas, and when we get to December 1st, I'll be doing a whole video on how you can protect your hydrangeas once we get to that point. But for now, this particular bush, if I see something that looks like this, I just leave it. The one thing you want to do, though, is clear up all the leaves that are falling at the base. Because if you're like me, I ended up with a little powdery mildew, a little cercospora, the little dots that you get on your leaves, or they might have started to turn a little black. You don't want any of that fungus to overwinter. So it is important that you rake this out. I know that there's a lot of people who say don't rake your yard because we're allowing for those good insects to hibernate over. And you know, in places of my yard, that is true. But for the hydrangea, I want that cleared out because I don't want to have to end up spraying next year because I didn't do that. That's not good for our insect population either. So I'd rather clear that out and reduce my amount of insecticide or pesticide or fungicide that I have to use next year on the hydrangea. Let me show you how one more looks. So here I want to show you Froggy. Froggy, of course, is one of my more unique macrophyllas, and Froggy is actually bred so that you get some beautiful fall interest color. So take a look at how these leaves are aging. They actually turn this beautiful reddish rust color. And so this one does go into, I just saw a leaf fall right in front of us. This one does go into the shed come about December 1st. However, it still has all its leaves right now, and I get to leave this out to really enjoy that fall interest of the colors of the leaves. And there's not many macrophylla that the leaf color is something we look for. So if you're lucky enough to have one where you're seeing some change in color here, enjoy that for now. Don't do anything to it. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.